Hi, hello, and welcome to another episode of Bagel Talk with Joe Pontillo. And we are, as per usual, loaded with bagels. And yes, we're happy to be here. And we have a new guest with us today, a veteran of the New York City, I guess, bageling and restaurant scene, Ahron Matalon, food and bakery. Ahron Matalon. Hello, Ahron. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure, Joe.
Welcome. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I know right now you're kind of not out of the game, but you're kind of just you now.
That's right. It's just me, one man. Well, I started actually in the food business in 1984. I opened my first restaurant, Corrado Restaurant, on 6th Avenue, 55th Street, and was really successful. It was very good. And within 2 years, we opened next door to it, Corrado Kitchen, which was basically a takeout and catering facility. Each one of those facilities, the restaurant and the market, were about 2,500 square feet each, so it was a pretty big operation. We had separate two kitchens, and things worked really very good. We did business with some of the largest companies in the city, and obviously we had a very, very good quality because we sustained it for close to 15 years.
Nice.
In the process, after that, I opened several other restaurants, and which are also quite known, such as Busby's, Balabusta, and some other bakeries that were in various locations. So we had basically Corrado Cafe Bakery that we opened 4 or 5 of them. One of them across the street from Bloomingdale, next door to Sam Goody at that time. Third Avenue, hot spot. We opened one on 70 in Lexington, which is still operating as of today. It's been there for better part of 18 years. We had one on 79 and 3rd. We had a couple of them down in the village also. Over the years, I built and operate. Built about 26, 27 restaurants, but we were directly operated about 6, 7.
Oh, great. That's impressive. I could barely put together a piece of furniture in my house when you built a restaurant.
The time was also different.
Yes.
Things changed a lot in the last 10 years. And
it was probably easier to start things up like that in New York City in those days, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, can't do that now unless you're already a multi-millionaire.
Well, you need a lot of strong backing in order to really sustain business today.
Oh, yeah.
Labor is tough to get. Labor has been, in the last 5 years, really quite hard to obtain, and good quality labor for sure. So it is what it is.
And then, so what do you do now? Are you just...
Basically, right now I'm involved with a couple of people. We're setting up some bakery quality, good high quality stuff. We're doing some distribution. I'm engaged with Davidovich in some marketing and some product development.
I think they're good people.
They're very good people. They're very good people, and they're serious, which is very important. I mean, good is one thing, but to be serious and to be professional,
yes,
is another story. So that's basically what I do.
And then what happened? You just were like, I'm done with running my own stuff, or got too much?
Well, it wasn't a question of too much. It was kind of, as I said before, I was in a period of time that was really, I would consider probably one of the heights time in the food business.
It sounds like you helped turn New York around in the 80s.
We contributed something, but everybody at that time was very, very devoted. But the thing changed over as I said, over the years, and it just kind of got to be a little bit more, not more complicated, but more
red tape.
I would say disappointing in many
Yeah.
ways, because you never got the good return on what you put in people and in business. It was kind of tough.
Right. So there's that initial thrill of opening places, and
Well, there's great thrill, that I will tell you.
and then that wears off, and you're like,
kind of,
Yeah.
anyway.
And you never thought about, I guess, franchising the Corrado name, or
Yes, we did, and I think that had I had at that time the right base. So what I mean the right base is some really talented people and qualified people, I would have done it. It's kind of very difficult to go into franchising without really having a solid base behind it. I mean, we did open 2 stores, kind of more franchising. One of them on 90 in Lexington, and one downtown, but it was a little bit more difficult.
so you worked very hard to build your business, and then it went, well, and then ultimately you kind of stopped it. If you did it over again, do you think perhaps it would have been easier to, instead of starting your own thing, just buying into a franchise?
Probably, but again, in order to really to do that, you need a company that franchising a combination of things which are very, very crucial. They have to have a professional people. They have to have a very high quality of product. They should have a total commitment, not only to the product, but to the system of franchising, which means delivering the right delivery, delivering quality, delivering in time. And also, they should be able to back the franchise person by all kind of other essential things that need to succeed in franchising.
Yes.
But yes, if I had this kind of situation, I probably would have, opened 2 or 3 franchise stores of a company that can do all this that I mentioned.
Would you like to buy into my franchise?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know what it is yet, but it'll be good, I promise.
If it's good, we buy.
All right. And one final question before we go. What's your favorite bagel?
Well, basically, my favorite bagel is a good bagel. It has to be very good bagel. But and they're very, very few apart, as big as the city of New York is and the surrounding area. So they're very few good bagel. But my favorite bagel is sesame bagel or poppy seed bagel.
I think, like the subway map, there needs to be a map of New York City that shows you where all the good bagels are.
Yeah, but
really
then you put yourself into a possible liability, because those that you're not.
Because what if it's not good when you get there?
Yeah, but you could say those are the good ones, but you don't mention other. I don't know. Actually, I do know, but the quantification is. I mean, the car industry does that, and they went through a very, very, serious things to say. This car is better than, and not saying the other than. But now they're saying even. Now they're even saying it. So I don't know how they overcome that.
All right, very good. Thank you for being here, Ahron. It's wonderful to meet you.
Take care.
Good luck in
Thanks
your
a lot.
future endeavors.